a spot just north of Tamarindo, which is a really popular, busy, touristy town that's been made famous for surfers originally. It was in the movie Endless Summer 2, right at the beginning, if you guys have seen that. Back then there was nobody there, a little sleepy fishing village. And now it's bustling, it's crazy, it's full of people. Most of them speak English, it's a lot of tourism. A lot of people who are in the area have moved there to kind of capitalize on all the businesses that are starting. We're only like 6 miles away, 6 miles north, but it's like a 45-minute drive to get there from where we are. So even though we're close, and because Costa Rica is a small country, we're in a pretty remote area. We're like 6 to 8 kilometers, which is about 5 miles on a dirt road to get to where we are. And where we are, there's no cell service. There's no shops of any kind. It takes us like 20 minutes on a dirt road to get to the closest store. And the closest town is a town called Matapalo, which if you look it up in Google Maps, there's like half a dozen Matapalos in Costa Rica. We're the one closest to Tamarindo. It's a beautiful place, but it's also kind of a weird place. There's about 20, almost 20 villas like this, like the one that we're in. And, you know, they're relatively affordable compared to what you would imagine Costa Rica resort places are like. And I think part of it is because of how remote it is. People have booked this place on Airbnb, found their way here, either by a rental car or a shuttle or a taxi or whatever, and have just left because of how remote this is. Because if you don't have a rental car, it's really hard to stay, and there's no cell service, and these places have no Wi-Fi. Most of them have no Wi-Fi. But because we have our own Starlink and we're pretty self-contained, whatever they don't have, we can supplement with what we usually use. The reason why we stayed here is because of how hot it is in Costa Rica, basically year-round. It's anywhere between 80 to 90, sometimes 100 degrees on the coast. And that's what we want to be. We want to be on the coast. So for a family of 5, usually they charge per person, and it's campgrounds are like $10 a person. We pay $50 a night, and which is not much less than what we're paying here. We're paying probably like $60 a night that it comes out to with taxes and everything to stay here. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to see, but there's turtles on the beach here. So we're going to go down and see what we can see. Oh my gosh, so dark.
Don't run and scare it, Luca.
This is kind of a steep hill that we have to walk down. So Airbnb is right by the beach, but it's on a hill with a pool right here. There's a swimming pool right here. But then there's the beach right there. This is Playa Real. And then there's a couple other beaches. This whole bay here is called Bahia de las Piratas, Pirates Bay. There's a boat out there, but it's so dark I can't see anything. I see a little red light.
Stick together.
Which is the guy, the security guard / maintenance guy who works here.
Wow. Big.
Okay, just gonna have to be.
Laying eggs?
Oh wow,
Okay.
that's huge.
There's no flash, Dan. No flash.
No, there's no flash. ¿Piensas ella tiene muchos años?
Sí,
¿Sí?
sí, tiene muchos años. Aproximadamente
Actually, no, it's a good spot for eggs.
40,
40, sí, sí.
35 años.
Sí.
Back to the
Muy grande.
Muy grande. Here it is. Oh, there she goes. Oh, there she goes. She's gone. No, she's right there. There she goes.
Oh no! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava. Happy birthday to you. Ah! Oh no, it might be.
They are. Near the end of our stay, we left our Airbnb on an overnight trip down to Playa Coyote at the southern end of the peninsula to visit our friends Bruce and Jody, who moved here a couple of years ago. We first met them on our initial 6-month trip through Mexico in 2016, and saw them again just before we shipped to Europe in 2018 when they were living on the outer banks of North Carolina. Since then, they drove down here to Costa Rica and have relocated permanently as of a couple of years ago. They found and settled into a very nice community here in Guanacaste. was really nice to see them again, even if it was just for a few moments here at the beach. We can't stay here forever. We gotta go. So today we're leaving. In fact, we've been on the coast here in Costa Rica for the whole time since we've been here, which is something like 6 weeks. So we're going inland a little bit. Today we're going to a town called La Fortuna, which is also a pretty well-known spot. And there's a big volcano nearby, and there's supposed to be hot springs, and it's supposed to be beautiful. So we're saying bye to this place. By the way, this place is called Hotel Bahia de las Piratas. Pirate Bay Hotel. I don't even know how this place and why this place exists. It looks to be about, I don't know, built in the 80s maybe late 80s. And at one point when it was brand new, I'll show you guys around, must have been really nice. Okay, lighting change, hopefully you can still see. This is what it looks like inside. I assume the other ones look similar. Pretty nice. There's obviously some things that could use some updating, but it's got everything you need. A little kitchen, a little seating area, a bedroom there, and a bedroom here, and the Luca here,
And a closet for shoppers.
and the closet for people that want to hide. Each bedroom has a bathroom. The bedrooms have air conditioning, so it's very comfortable in the heat. And these bedrooms have like these 2 single beds that are along the edge, and then like a big double bed in the middle. It's basically the same on the other side. What's weird is the guys that are running this place, super nice guys, Costa Rican guys, I assume. No English spoken. And they're just young guys that you don't think can afford a massive piece of property like this with like 20 villas like this right on the water. There's a swimming pool down there. There's actually a shallow pool and a deep pool and a basketball court and a bar and a restaurant, but the bar restaurant is just the structure. There's no services offered. You can go sit there if you want, right on the water. I mean, we're like feet from the water. These guys don't seem like the kind of guys who like have the capital to buy this place and run this place like an Airbnb. So there's something going on. I don't know how they must be running it for somebody. Who are they running it for? I have no idea. But I would recommend it, you know, for people that don't mind the seclusion, for people that maybe prefer to be in a place a little bit more remote. And it's definitely not a gringo place. We've seen one American person, and he left. He came here, he booked it on Airbnb, and found out that, you know, it's kind of a steep hill to climb up and down to go to the beach. And he was an older guy, and his wife, they didn't have a car. They were put in the villa like further back, so there was a lot of walking up and down this hill to get to the beach. So they actually just left. So we're the only English speakers that have been at this place for the whole 4 weeks, which tells me that's pretty normal probably for this place. People just don't book it here. It is a beautiful place though. There's no surf. You have to drive to go surf. So if you're here for a surf trip, this is not the spot. But if you want to swim in a beautiful, calm water right out front every day, which is what we've been doing. Every day we go down when the sun kind of loses its intensity in the late afternoon, we go for a swim down there. And once you get in the water, you get sandy, you go hop in their freshwater swimming pool, rinse off, and then you come back without dragging any of that sand with you. So it's pretty nice. I will say the first couple days when we were here, we had our suspicions about this place, but I feel like we're gonna miss it. What do you think, Luca? Do you think you'll miss this place?
I think don't steal a stick from the island.
Now you told them. Now they know there's a stick you put on the island.
What? What stick?
Okay.
I burnt it.
There's a couple of islands just kind of like outcropping rocks. On super low tide, you can probably walk out there, but Luca and I swam out there last night. We certainly didn't leave his favorite stick out there on the island. Definitely not, right?
Definitely. It's
Are
right
you-
there.
Are you ready to leave this place? Doesn't want to talk about it. He has a hard time sharing his feelings. The other nice thing is we can park right outside. Our car can be right here, which is really convenient. Are you guys ready to go? On the Airbnb listing, they do say that there is a washer, but this is the washer.
It is a washer. You can wash stuff right
Yeah.
here.
So that was a little disappointing to find that what was listed as a washer was just a outdoor sink. But it is handy. There's water right here. There's also an outdoor shower. So after you come back from the pool or the beach, you can just rinse off right here. It's pretty nice. But let me show you a few things that are kind of wonky. This window doesn't latch. So that's like that. And then this door doesn't have a handle on the inside. So you have to lock it if you don't want it to open. And then, you know, there's some care that could be taken. So the only thing keeping people from breaking in is this little thin piece of wood. If this were to break, the door wouldn't close. So yeah, that's not good either.
You're not watching my back though.
This walk is big, and I'm losing my brain.
Don't let the brain-eating amoeba virus get you.
It's
Bacteria.
so